Hi guys, we're back with another dismantling of the cooler MasterBox MB520 RGB. They do have another one which is with the addressable RGB, and this one is just with a normal RGB, not with the addressable RGB. I did make a video on it, but unfortunately we didn't frame it very well. So we're gonna do the dismantling, and I'll try to do a video talking about the case himself later in another video. As you know, my video used to be long because it's just dismantling. It takes time to get things out of where they are and show it to you guys. So for those of you that have not subscribed, I would love it if you can subscribe so that we can have this thing, this relationship going on. Join us in this on dismantling, and I would love you to tell us some few things you like about dismantling of these cases and what you like to see in the near future. So we're gonna be trying to just have more and do more things with it. Just drop some comment down there below, and let's get things going on. Like I usually it takes time. It takes like 30 minutes or more to do the dismantling of this case, so it's usually a long video. But maybe in the near future I'll try to break down into pieces. So let's get started and stop talking. So this is the Cooler Master case. They call it the MasterBox Edition series. They have different kind of series of the MasterBox, and the MB520 also comes in about, I would say, 3 versions. The one without the RGB. This one is the RGB, and there's another one with addressable RGB with the fancy lights and stuff like that. So this is the front. They have this big vent in the front, 2 USB, mic input, mic output, the power reset button, and this Cooler Master logo, which is for the power button. It's tactile, it's okay, I like the feelings. So I'm gonna remove this. That is the front panel. There's something I need to tell you about this front panel if you are removing it. If you can take a very close look at this down pad, I have the pieces here on the table. The first time I tried to remove them, they got broken. And yeah, they are broken. So that's why I have them on the table here to tell you. This is broken and this is also broken, but we still have some other one around here that keeps it together. It's made from plastic material, which there is a better way they can make these things so that they don't get broken easily and stuff like that. So they have this big opening on the side here, under and on the other side, and with mesh covering them. You can remove the mesh. They have nice small hole mesh covering them, which you can clean up. I like the fact that they made it removable, because maybe they didn't try to cut ways and short in trying to make that not removable. The one on the side here is not removable. I didn't see a way to remove it without actually destroying what they used to key it down, if I'm not mistaken. It's not a screw, so yeah, there's no way you can remove this one. Yeah, but it's there, but you can remove it. This is plastic, and is a kind of tinted plastic, so it gives the reflection from the RGB fans going through them. Everything basically is plastic, nothing more, nothing less, except of this Cooler Master logo, which doesn't blow or anything like that. So that is for the front panel. Before we come back to the RGB fans. I'm gonna go to the side. This needs a very close look. Let me just turn it like this, yeah. Oh no, let me do it from the back so you can understand what I'm talking about. If you look very close into here, there's a gap between the glass and the case himself. There's this opening here. Probably is for ventilation, or maybe they just couldn't make it flush inside. They call this edge-to-edge glass. Yeah, it's really edge-to-edge. The glass is from the back to the front, covering the whole of it, and a little bit down here for holding the glass to the case. And they have this. I just like it because there's this rubber fit. I'm gonna put the case on one side so we can talk about the glass. It's a real glass, a real tempered glass, tinted, and they have this rubber. They have it at the edge of the glass here. It holds the screws from falling off. So this rubber is inserted into the glass, and the screw adds something that it holds it from making it to fall off. So when you unscrew it, it holds it like that so the screws doesn't fall off. You don't have to start looking for it. So that is there, which is a good addition to their locking mechanism. Now, every complaint, they're trying to make or look for a better way to make this more better. And they have this one down, which you just like slide into the case like that, and it holds it down from falling off. Immediately you remove the screws. So that is about the glass, which is very good, and the glass is not bad. So I'm gonna put this one on one side. So the back, we get the back vent here in the place to add your cards and a slot, the bail for the power supply, and a little bit vent on this other side for exhaust also, and your motherboard. And I'm gonna unscrew the other side, which is the back side of the case, or the left side of the case, or the right side. There's nothing holding these screws together, so you have to get them off, like in totally, and you slide back. That's just the way to remove it, which this is also like a metal iron, and they have this for holding it in place. So nothing really serious or crazy, it's just, but it's okay, it's solid. So I'm gonna put that away also. There. And that is the back side. Then we now go back to the front where the fan used to be. Thank you, Guido. These are places to put the screws. He hand them over to me, and I'll put this on one side, and we'll get back to them later. So, to the front side, where the fans are. Like I said, these are RGB fans, and they are nice, but it's not a problem. I wouldn't call it a problem. The way they locked in the fans are different from each other. This is with these login pins or pegs, what we call them. We got it free. That comes with just that one fan, and it's much easier with these to remove the fans. That's just toolless, no need of a screwdriver or whatever. Just bring them out, slide the inside one out, and the outside one is ready to go out. Yeah, compared to some other complaint, it's a cheaper one, but it's still good. So I'm gonna remove this easily without using screwdrivers. That is for the last fan down here. By the way, the fans are 120mm fans, which you can use 3, like you can see here. If you want to switch them over, you can use 140, 2 140 fans there. So that is one fan out, so I need a screwdriver to get the other 2 out. I wish they could have done everything the same way, which would have been very good, but unfortunately, they did not. So, fans are coming out. Okay, so I have the 3 fans out. You can see if you're trying to use 140mm fans with this front case, there will still be this little place blocking off those fans from working very properly, because they have this shape cut out in 120mm for one reason or the other, which is best known to Cooler Master himself. For example, we have a 140 here. Look at it. If you put it here from inside, part of the old fan is gone. You only have this, and if you check it, let's just try to put it like this again. You see, part of it is gone, and I believe here goes for only 2 or stuff like that. So it doesn't really make sense the way they did it, but it's there. There's nothing you can do about it. So this is the front panel. Let me remove the fan totally by removing it from the back here. I'm gonna talk about the fans after removing them. There's something I like to say about them. Okay, I'm gonna put the case on one side and talk about what comes with the fan, which we have here on the table. They are made in China. It doesn't really matter where they're made, or maybe it does matter. And these are Cooler Master's fan, since they produce fan also. White fans, and the fans are great. As normally as we usually do, we subtract the price of the fan from the case, and when you take the price of these 3 fans, just basically RGB fans from the case, you're getting a good deal. So I'm not gonna say it's a terrible case, it's a good deal when you subtract the price of those fans. I will try to see if I can have the calculation somewhere on the side so you can get what I meant. These are good fans, 3 fans. I'm gonna put them on somewhere. And this cable that comes included, that is for you to be able to have 3 fans being controlled by one header on your board. This is being sold about 10 euros or so on Amazon. So minus 10 euro from the case again, you get a good deal. I like it that this is included. It's just the same as what is in the market. It's not like they create something different for it. So this is also a good deal. But this is what I don't like about it. This is to connect your power to the motherboard or to whatever. But instead of giving us something that like a 1 connector to 3 that will connect to your motherboard so you can actually control the fans from there, they gave us this that goes into your power pack. I don't like this. It's not a very good idea. I want something that I can, for instance, hold on. Wait. Like this, which is very short. This goes directly into your motherboard. And sorry, like what I was saying, you see, you have this small header compared to this. With this, I can still control my power to the fan. At least I'm going to be seeing one control from the board, from your computer. And this, you have no control over the speed of the fan at all because it's connected directly to the power pack. And you need one more accessories to use with your power pack or one more cable. So it doesn't make cable management too good for me. So I don't really like this, but it's okay. We never mind. So that's what we have there. So we go back to the case to continue. So that is the front panel and the I/O, which are here. We will be removing them also. There isn't too much of a cable. We got the USB-C 3.0. This is for your audio, your power reset button, power switch and everything. And that is what is here. And we have everything here with the light and everything for reset button.
But
so
no USB-C.
There's no USB-C.
That's what you said.
Yeah, there's no USB-C, just basically 3.0 USB. No USB-C. But it's okay, it's manageable, at least you can still use it. You get USB-C when you want it. So that is for that. The top mesh is magnet. So you can just, it falls off easily, but I guess it's the same with every other case. So you have that also included there. A pile of inside gut of a computer. And this is the back and the fans in the back, which is a regular black fan. And let me bring it out. I believe this should come with every case, no matter what. So I wouldn't be giving any points for this, but it's there for exhaust. I remember the Coaster case we did the dismantling. It doesn't come with it, so you have to buy it if you want one. They gave us only one RGB fan in front, so. Okay, we have one. So this is also from Cooler Master. It's just a black fan, no RGB of a sort inside, just black, 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 and it's cool. It's good. It's not a terrible fan. No complaints. Still the same 120mm fans. So you can switch them out, or you get the ones you want for that. That now brings us to the back of the case. Here we have the hard drive bell, which supports 2 hard drives. 2 gauge for the drives, and you can also use it for SSDs. You can install SSDs here. If you remember this rubber feet, I usually say I don't know what they are for, but I definitely find what they are for now. If you look here to the back of the case, here there are big holes there. You can actually insert this rubber feet into these holes. I found out myself, I didn't ask from Cooler Master or whatever from that. I just found out when you insert them, you can use it to install your SSDs in here. So you can have 2 SSDs here, 3.5 or 2.5 or 2.5 HDD drive. You can also have them at the back here. Like I said, 2 kgs for 2 drives here for the 3.5 if you want the 3.5. And inside here, there's basically no place for SSDs or HDD. As far as I can see, there's no arrangement for it here, so you only get 2 in the back and 2 down there. And if you check on the other side here also, there's nothing for it, so that is what you get. I'm gonna remove the hard drive bail. You got 4 screws down here. If you notice from the video, you find out this case has less screws than the other ones we used to dismantling. This cannot be removed with a screw, so I believe it's going to be very difficult to remove that without destroying this. And I'm gonna go inside, and you can only just remove one part of the cage down there. You can just remove only one. And what that means is you remove it, it's gone. There's nothing, there's no way to extend or try to move it away for allowing a radiator to come here. But there's enough space for radiator and enough space for you to put a radiator there anyway. But you cannot like move the power supply, or if you try to get more space for the power supply, you cannot move your hard drive cage. If you remove this, you lose it. There's nothing you can do about it because it's not together, and this is pinned to the ground, so there's no way for you to get it out, and that is that for there. And inside, this is for your GPU cable routing, which I like it so much because now they put it in front rather than it being behind here. Then you can route it to your GPU, and they have this rubber covering it, which makes it very good. So that is basically the Cooler Master MB520 case. There's nothing to remove again, unless you want me to remove this, which they have 7 of it here. That's just the only thing to remove, that's all. They are removable. You can remove them, replace them whenever you want, so you don't really have any problem or worries about them. If you don't want the holes again, you can close them back. It's not like the one from the Shakun case, which you couldn't put them back unless you have to buy these, but they have it there, which is good. So that brings us to the end of this video. I would like to know if you guys want to see us doing some customizations to this case, like how to remove the revert, the pin they used to hold the case together. You want us to show you how to remove it, or we remove it? Just drop some comment in the down of the video. We can remove it. So if you want to remove this, a friend of mine from Australia did one that he removed. I'm planning to make the video about it, but I haven't got time to do it. Probably I'll find a way to do it a video. You can just remove it from here, and this will go off. If you need to, for one reason or the other, yeah, you can just finish the dismantling of the case. Then, do you want to invert it? With this case, I don't think it's possible for you to do so because these 4 parts are pinned together from here, unless you want to go to a great length to do that customization. I don't have the equipment to do it for now. Probably in the near future, we will be doing that also, and we will try to get the equipment for it. So guys, thanks for being around for this video. And this is the MasterBox MB520 RGB, and I hope to see you in the next dismantling video. If you have any question, drop it down there in the comment section. We will surely get back to you in a very short time. If you've not subscribed and you're here, try to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Odabo.